It is 8 minutes past 5 on a Friday afternoon, and we are a little earlier today for our accountability call, although I am 5 minutes or a couple of minutes late for my accountability call because I have a little confession to make. I was having a little sleep. I was having a little snooze on the couch in my office because I went to have lunch with my one of my SCs, actually one of my SCs who got me to EC, which was great for her 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. In fact, you guys all know Michelle. She's the MC who introduced this call. She was 50 the other day, so make sure you all remember to wish her happy birthday on Sunday when you hear her. But yeah, I was having a little bit of snooze, and I didn't hear Lynn and Dave give me a little kind of nudge in the ribs that they were on the call waiting for me. So I'm very sorry, chaps. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So this is true confession.
Yeah, true confession.
Yes, of course you are.
but not only that, it also is one of those added incentives as to how many of you who are currently now probably looking at the clock from the cubicle waiting for the 20 minutes to be up so that you can drive home this afternoon. How many of you had a snooze this afternoon? Not many. Well, not unless you're getting caught by the boss. That is an added incentive why you need to be EC. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying it to brag, but I got snooze and you didn't. So get yourselves to EC and then it's all worthwhile. You can have a snooze whenever you want. Okay, with that being said, I'll stop driveling on and bring on senior consultants Lynn and Dave Nutt. This is our last day this week. How are you, chaps?
Awesome.
We're a little tired. At least I am.
So you should have had a snooze.
I know.
You should. My couch, Lynn. My couch is big enough for both of us. In fact, it's big enough for all three of us. So Dave and I can snuggle up one end, and you can have the other end down for yourself. You can be down the other end. Dave and I will be. Oh dear.
Oh.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, let's get on with the call. How was your Friday?
For me, not very productive yet. And I say yet because two people I have on my list to call are in a situation where they can't talk on the phone while they're at work.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be contacting them after our call. And that would be Alex and, who's the other one? I apologize. That's how tired I am. I've got to get to EC so I can sleep.
There you go. Exactly.
I did, however, hear from Deborah. She is the lady that I called, earlier in the week. And she apologized for not contacting me. It is because she is out of the country. She says she will be home on the 13th, and we will talk then.
There you go. I love it.
Yes.
Fantastic. That's very good. That's actually a reason why the accountability calls usually are like 6 or 6:30 or later, so that we have time. Because obviously a lot of people are at work and we can't call them just yet. So we are a little earlier today because I know we've got stuff going on tonight. But that's the reason why usually it's a later call. But that's okay. We'll just kind of report in on the Sunday call about how the calls with the LAX go and your other mystery person who you still haven't given me the name for. But we'll find out on Sunday.
I did take the opportunity, however, to reconnect with Kim, who I did not tell you about earlier in the week. Okay. Kim is someone who was on the same leadership experience that I mentioned earlier in the week. Love those weekends because I got to know some very strong, motivated people. Kim and I have not seen each other in a while, And can you check into the calendar so we can firm up a date for lunch or dinner or what have you, so we can reconnect.
As a catch-up.
Yes, exactly. This will be
Fantastic.
A two-stepper.
Fantastic. That's great. The leadership course you're going on, is it, it was in my head and then it's gone.
It's similar to Landmark that you've heard Brian talk about.
Right.
Are you familiar with Landmark?
Similar to Landmark, but not Landmark?
Correct. With an
what letter does it begin with?
M.
I don't know what it is. Okay.
Millennium 3.
Millennium 3. All right.
It's no longer in existence in the Metroplex.
Okay. All right.
Would you like
so
to?
Not too bad. But not too. What's that, Lynn? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, so not too bad. I mean, you got Devora is a yes, which is again a nice gold star for us because that's a 100% result for us on that one. And Kim, that's good. So the other two, we'll be able to obviously get to a little bit later on, and as I say, report back on Sunday, and that'll be great. Good stuff. That's great. It's a good day.
Yes, essentially every person we've talked to has said yes.
Hello, somebody. You know, can there's a bit of a clue here. Just saying.
Oh.
Okay. All right, Dave. What about yourself?
Okay. I reached out to Jensen's dad. Found out his name is Bobby. Jensen's dad is the one who's the real estate. He owns real estate. Let him know that I reconnected with him through Williams. Let him know he knows who I am now. Asked him about getting together to see if there's some synergies between our two businesses. He asked what field I'm in. I told him energy, and he said okay. And he said, "But we can't meet till May because he has a very severe broken right arm." So I told him I would call May 11th, and we would schedule a time to meet, and he's good with that.
Okay, that's fine. Again, we have patience in this business. If that works for him, that works for us. As you know, a not yes or a later is much better than a no, and we'll take that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Paul,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, please go ahead.
I was going to say just referring back to you.
Oh, okay. Hong, I didn't have a updated cell number for him, so I called the center that he works at, and he got on the phone, gave me his cell number, and I told him I was going to call him. He said good. So that's kind of we'll go that direction. Yeah,
okay.
he was working, so I didn't have time to really. Yeah, he's a therapist, and he didn't have time to talk to me. So I told him I would call him later.
Right. Again, hence the call not usually being at 5 p.m, because of exactly that. So again, I guess a little tiny bit of a lesson there for all our accountability folks out there that have teams that need them to be accountable to them. You know, 6:30 or later is usually good because then you've actually managed to get the calls in. Nothing wrong with it being later. I mean, some of our calls have been like 9, 10, almost 11 at night. You know. That's okay. These calls are unusually long, by the way, Dave and Lynn, because we're coaching specifically for the call. Usually these calls can be much shorter. It's just to make sure that the 2 calls every day are done, because we know what 2 calls a day will do. If you do them right. So, did you manage to get anything else done, Dave?
Well, I had a business plan this afternoon with Jermaine. He watched everything. He doesn't have a pain point. He makes too much money. I'm being coached here in my left ear. I don't know if you can hear that.
Yeah, I can hear it. Aren't we all, Dave? Aren't we all?
Yes. He makes $400 an hour, so he's doing very, very well. However, he turned right around and said he would give me referrals. He wanted to talk to him first, so he'll have them for me, not this weekend, but next weekend. I talked to him about becoming a customer, and he's already an Ambit customer. And
well, great.
I said, "Are you working on your free electricity?" He looked at me strange. I pulled out one of our bills and showed it to him. He goes, "How do I do that?" So I explained the free energy credit, and so I gave him some value, more value for being there. I thought that went down very well. I mean, there's no pressure. It made no sense to push on him, and he volunteered to give me referrals. So it was worth it. It was a good call, good meeting.
Here's one thing that I think you really showed your senior consultant prowess is what a great question. You know, when he says dynamic customer, that's great. That's merely just giving kudos to the fact that you're there sitting in front of him talking about an ambit business and he's an ambit customer. That's great. But then you immediately come back with, are you working on your free energy? What a great provocative question that is. You know, it throws another log on the fire just in case. You never know. Right. Just in case he may say, well, really? And then who knows where that conversation could take you. In this particular case, you gave him value, which is great, but who knows? It may be like one of those things that say, really, I can get free energy with this? You know what? Maybe we should speak to my wife type scenario. And there he is making $400, but maybe his wife was looking for something, and maybe that would provoke him enough to do it. Great job, Dave. I think that's a really, I would imagine that's an Adam Carey training thing. I don't know, but Adam's a super friend of mine. I love him and Michelle very much. That sounds like an Adam Carey coaching thing, is it, or is it your own?
It's our own. I'm being told it's our own.
Great. Take credit where credit's due. Fantastic. Yeah. I love it. It's a Dave Nutt thing. And you know what? As we coach in future purge calls, whenever that comes up, you, my friend, are getting the credit for it. So that's how it is. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And in fact, if I do mention that again and you're on the call listening, send me a text and say, that'll be 25 cents, please, because I've got to pay you 25 cents for every time I use it. Oh, dear, I love it. That's really, really good. I mean, I have heard it before, but for you to have done it in such a off-the-cuff professional way after you've just been turned down, I think is admirable and really, really good. Well done. That's exactly what you should have done. I don't know if I would have thought of it. I have heard it before, but I don't know if I would have thought of it right there and then. So good for you, and I will in future. So I consider myself coached. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Okay, and go ahead. I'm sorry, Dave.
Here's the thing, Richard. This is Lynn. Either that or Dave.
Oh, it's Lynn? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I thought I was still talking to Dave.
When you have a $12 and some odd cent bill, you want to show it off. So, why not pull it out and show your free energy and, throw it around a bit.
I hear it. I hear you. I couldn't agree more. I think it's fantastic. I think it's really, really good. So it's the Dave and Lynn Nutt. Well, I'll think of a nice little name for it. Maybe you can, and we can, whenever we have that on the Purge call again, then that would be great. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That's fantastic. Anything else you want to report back on today, Dave?
I reached out to Mauricio through Facebook message, and I'm just waiting for a response back from him. I asked him about Skype.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. That's exactly what I would do. Perfect.
Thank you. Nice to know that I've learned something this week from you.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least there's one thing in there for you. Just thought I'd throw one little piece of value in for you as best I could,
Well, I play a lot more than just that. Thank you for this week.
Hey, no problem at all. Well, so is that everything to report back on today, Japs?
Yes.
Okay. So Sunday, obviously we've got the call on Sunday. We're going to kind of debrief on the week, just quickly going over how the week went. And I went for a direct call with this guy. I went for an opinion approach on this one. This one was we've set up a two-stage meeting. If you could kind of just go through the week just briefly on that, on the 10-plus calls that you made today. Also, if you could give me kind of a score, how many calls you made, how many turned into opportunities to show the business. Other stats after that I don't really care about. The fact that you showed Jermaine and Jermaine did or didn't become a consultant is not of relevance to this call. It's great if it does happen. But as I say, the relevance to this call is from invite to opportunity to show the business, because that is where the magic sauce happens. After that, then there's nothing more you can really do other than a good presentation with a good three-way call when you can. I know you tried today, Dave, with me, but it wasn't possible to do it. Then it's in the lap of the gods and it's in their hands. What I want to do with this purge call is what's in your hands, which is a good, solid invitation, 2 calls a day, 1 accountability call, and what are the results for that? Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, because the numbers, the consultants will come just as a pure result of that. Nothing to do with anything else. Sure, if someone's has more charisma or more skill sets, then sure, you're more likely to be able to close it. But that's not the point. The point is, you've heard, Ray Monty, show the plan, show the plan, show the plan. And that's exactly what we're talking about. I want to convert that platitude to how do I get to show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, which is what this purge call is all about. So on Sunday, if you can give me a kind of a debrief on the week, the score, and then I'd really like to know about your week from a human perspective, from an Ambit consultant perspective, from a human perspective. Was it a better week? Was it a worse week? If it was a better week, why? If it was a worse week, why? I've never had the latter. It's only been 4 months, so I'm hoping that's the case. But, how about things like confidence? This is because you guys are experienced SCs. So I'd love to hear if your confidence grew, if details like if the fact of having a written down invitation helped, or the fact that a scary British man was waiting for you at the end of the day made it more likely to be consistent for the week or not. Those types of things would be really useful to hear on the call. So if you wouldn't mind giving me that would be great.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
So when do we get invited to your home for the couch?
When do you?
Oh, that's your office. Your office has a couch?
My office has a couch. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm sitting in my office right now. I have a desk and everything here. I have a couch. I have a big TV up there, so I can sometimes just sit back and watch TV or play a video game or something when I'm not working. And you know what? I don't care who knows.
Like to me. Vacation.
Well, if you cannot do what you want to do in life, then something needs to change. If you can't stop, and if I just, sometimes my son will come to the office. He's 30, so it's not like he's a 10-year-old who wants to play video games with his dad. He's a 30-year-old who wants to play video games with his dad. If I can't do that whenever we want to, because someone's looking over my shoulder, then I don't want that, and that's why I have an Ambit business. So that I can do that. I'm not, as you hear me in my EC when I do my EC testimonial, I'm not rich. And Merriam-Webster always tells me to say, Richard, you are rich. You're just not, you're making a point. You're not rich financially, because I am very rich in life with my friends and family, and she's right with that. But I'm not a rich person, i.e., a millionaire because of Ambit. I have made 7 figures before, but not because of Ambit. But all of my bills are paid whether I work or not, and I can do what I like when I want because of an Ambit business. And as far as I'm concerned, if that means that I'm going to put a gosh darn couch in my office and I can have a snooze for an hour at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon where everybody else is fighting the traffic, then gosh darn it, I'm not only going to not tell people about it, I'm going to freaking brag about it, because we should all be able to do that. We have the First Amendment, the pursuit of happiness or something, or the right for the pursuit of happiness. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do.
Well, to me,
What's that, Lynn?
You are the perfect example of what financial freedom is all about.
Yeah.
Well, I think so. I mean, I don't have Brian McClure money. There are plenty of people in Ambit that are making more than I am, but that's okay because I've also made a lot of money in the past and not been happy at all because along with it came 15 hours a day and, all-nighters. I regularly would do all-nighters to make that when we sold our business for, a couple of $1 million. It killed me. Not worth it. Trust me, it's, I'm on my soapbox a little bit, but just to kind of finish my point, for those of you who are listening in on this call, sometimes maybe you're an MC or an RC or maybe even a guest looking at the business. If you knew what my life was like, and again, there's still things I want to improve. If you knew the ease that I go through life because of my Ambit business, then you would never, ever quit. My life is, I'm a happy person anyway, but it's dramatically happier because I don't money is never part of my decision-making process to do something or not to do something. And that is a big change for me. And as a 54-year-old man, that's everything, It's the retirement that you and Dave talk about, Lynn. That's what it is.
That's all we want.
Yeah, and trust me, it's not far away. Just keep doing what you're doing. 2 calls a day, 1 accountability call. Boom, boom, boom. Get on the purge call. Just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Along the way, you'll be lucky too. Someone will join your business who's better than you, and is going to build a business bigger than you are. Awesome. I'm going to be their biggest cheerleader if someone joins my business who's better than me. Great.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Hallelujah.
Yeah, and that truly is it. Just 2 calls a day, 1 accountability call. Get to a business presentation once a week. Get on a team call. Preferably also get on the purge call because I'll be, constantly going on and on and on. 2 calls a day, 1 accountability call. Just keep doing it. 20 to 30 minutes, and you guys have experienced that. You've had a busy purge call week. And you, Dave, said, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, it's really only been a few minutes a day.
Yes.
To do the calls. Yeah. So there we go. Well, again, I don't want to be on my soapbox for too long, but I truly believe it with every ounce of my being that that's why no one should ever quit an Ambit business or a business like Ambit. If there are other folks out there, not that they'd be on this call, but there are other businesses out there that are great, that are residual-based businesses. Not all. There's going to be lots and lots and lots of millionaires made that are not made by Ambit. But if those millionaires are made because of a passive residual income, if you're in another network marketing business or whatever, then I salute you and cheer you, and I will always be an advocate for the network marketing industry, as long as you're a network marketing professional in that industry, because there's a lot of network marketers that are a bit of a pain in the butt. If you're a professional, then it's a great industry.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for letting me get on my soapbox. I'm tired now. I need another nap.
Well, you got to catch
Dave, I've got plenty of room up here for you and me, Dave. Honestly, there's a couple of little pillows there. You can snuggle down there. Lynn can be up the other end. We'll be out down there. Or we can play video games, Dave. We can just go out and play some Fortnite, which is apparently the latest game played by the kids. I don't know what it is. But
You'll have to teach us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It'll be my son. It'll be my son who does that. But there's a big game out there right now, Fortnite, that is capturing all the kids' imagination. And I've watched my son play. It's a great, great game. But anyway, guys, have a super Friday night. Very excited about our call on Sunday. Thank you for a super week. I've really enjoyed myself. I think it's been a lot of fun. And I'll see you chaps on Sunday.
Awesome.
Big thank you to you, Richard.
Anytime. Have a great weekend. See you Sunday, guys.
Good night.
Bye-bye.